Alright guys, welcome. I know the music's too good, but we've got to stop it there. Welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Elijah, Neon Shadow, Full of Dust. Dante, Screamer, Flip, Heroic Blockhead. Welcome guys, welcome. The Frenchian, sorry. Artie Kid. Let's just make sure everything's sounding okay and working alright. I think we are good though. I think we are good. Quickly though, just for anyone that's just joining, this starts in 9 minutes, so probably 8 in a second. Not long to go, but very quickly, we do also know that the new map Corrosion has actually landed, so if you guys want to play that for the next 10 minutes, you can. We have been waiting for this one for a while, but they've now got the Corrosion 24/7 playlist out, so hopefully that's a decent map. Your animator, hey, how you doing? Welcome, mate. Screamer, member for 2 months, my man. Oh my god, it seems we're gonna bust. Hey, let's just, hey, you know what? Feel free to do you, man. Matt Dragon, how are you, mate? How are you? God, it's 3:52 in the morning. I'm pretty cooked. I've got myself a cup of tea. I'm not even British, I'm Australian, but that should say all I need to say. You know, I don't think I need to say anything more than that. I was about to say Ghost's probably getting a coffee, somewhat similar. New Zealand Goblin, how are you, mate? You excited to see all those new shop items? God no, please no. Let's not go there. Armstrong member for 22 months. Let's go, bro. Holy crap, 22 months. That might be the longest anyone's been a member for. I think. Can't wait for the rainbow sandwich in the store. Akiza, how are you, mate? Bro woke up to be sold more bundles. Alright, okay. You know, at this point, yeah, I deserve that. I'm just hoping we get something decent. Cobalt, how are you, mate? Brisbane here. Hey, nice, mate, nice. I really like Brisbane. I mean, I'm a Sydney boy, but I do like Brisbane. Been up there quite recently. My brother lives in there, or has been living in there. And yeah, it's actually pretty nice, besides the heat. Norset, hope you don't fall asleep, dude. Hey, no, we should be okay. We should be okay. Hey, real quick though, guys, drop a like on the stream if you're somewhat excited for this. We'll see how we go. Let's see if we can get over 40 likes here. That'd be crazy. Brisbane. If they're putting out a stream, then I honestly think they're going to address at least something. That's a thought, right? That's what I'm thinking as well, Blockhead. I'm thinking if they are doing a big stream like this, which starts in 5 minutes, I'm assuming they're going to have something big for us, or at least something big for us. Screamer, hey, thank you so much for the $2, man. Take my money, brother. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's my thought, right? They're doing a community live stream, and we've not had one of those since January. So here's hoping that this is decent, right? Like it kind of has to be. I'm really hoping it is, guys. Like, I can't stress how badly we need a W. Like, we need a W right now. And like, this would be the perfect thing. Like, yeah, I know we should keep our expectations low. Full of dust, I agree with you. I do agree with you, but just imagine if they popped up with the Banished double barrel shotgun. Like, that would be the perfect thing for this. Like, that would be the perfect thing for this thing. If they're talking about any weapons that come in this Banished Honor update operation, it has to be that double barrel shotgun. Has to be. But yes, anyone that's joining the stream, real quickly, the new map Corrosion has its own 24/7 playlist that's available like right now. I believe that's available for the duration of this week up until the new update, and then from there, it will just go into the rest of matchmaking. Like, the map looks cool. I am excited for it. I do wish it came like 1 week earlier though. That's all I'll say on that. They also added, let's see here. They added Interference, a new community-made Forge map based on Halo 5's The Rig, and that's gone into Ranked Arena. So if you play Ranked, there's a new map in there now. A little bit devoid of life, but bit of snow in the background, so don't mind that too much. Alright guys, not too long to go. Oh, we really need a W. We really need a W. It's not even funny. Oh, I just want to get excited talking about something, you know? Oh, man. Hey, we're actually really close to 50 likes now. I appreciate you guys. Absolute legends. Absolute legends. Switchboy, how are ya? Halo 7 on PlayStation. I don't think that would happen. Like, if anything would go to PlayStation, um, I'd say it'd be Halo MCC. Maybe Halo Infinite. Um, Look, I wouldn't be opposed to anything going to PlayStation just purely so you could get more players. But I do understand the fact that, Halo is Xbox's baby, so that probably won't be happening anytime soon. Uh, Halo 7 on PlayStation is just gross to think about. Royal Blue Gaming. Xbox handheld stuff is a mess right now, so I don't know. Hey, King, my man, thank you for the $10, bro. I really appreciate that. Been a hot minute since you last streamed. I'm personally not expecting much out of this update, in quotes. If anything, the huge cheating issue needs to be addressed. Yeah, I think so too. That would be at least a step in the right direction. But oh man, we'll see. We'll see. Just anything decent, just to get us excited. That's what I'm just hoping for. But we'll see. Thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate you. Redscape, how are you? Microsoft's neglected baby. I'll tell you what, right? I still think Halo should get to the not get to the point where it's like similar to COD, where we've got other publishers, but I think other supporting developers that can make their own Halo game, more like a spin-off to the mainline Halos we get from 343, because I just think 343 are too understaffed to put out a Halo game like every 4 or 5 years. Like right now, they are struggling to do that. And we'll see what happens, but I assume the next Halo game isn't released until 2026, 2027. And, if we think about that, right, we're looking at another three-year wait, really. Maybe 2 years. I'm hoping it's less than 3 years, but I'd say at maximum. But we'll see what happens. I just think, if they have more developers, right, they just make it so much easier on 343, and we could be getting Halo games like every 2 to 3 years. Like, that would be so, so good. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Screamers and Ghost Walls. Ghostpad Hunter, how you doing, mate? Currently in school, he's hoping to start soon. Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. I appreciate you being here, even while you're at school. My man. Demaster, wait, I'm enjoying the other stream and type stuff to see if it comes up on Ghost stream. We'll probably see you popping up soon then, mate. Frost, I'm expecting nothing, and I'm prepared to still be disappointed. Fair enough, Frost. I feel you, bro. KYL, your Ghost, you just had 117 viewers. Oh god, I missed it. The lucky number. Let's see here. Nors, sorry I missed your message there, mate. Smack to Panda, haven't played in weeks because all my friends are bored. Yeah, I also feel that. Nors, bro, I'm so bad at this, but how can I join your community play dates? As I live on Spain, usually I'm not in time. I want to know beforehand the time so I can organise to join. What I'll do, Nors, for the next game night, I will post it maybe a few days earlier and tell you exactly like what date and time it'll be at, just to help you out. Halo Evo. Akusa, Halo is that one show that got love for 10 years. As soon as it reached its 20s, through Xbox kicked it out of the house. Soda, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Screamer, thanks for the $10, man. Absolute madman. I'm praying 343 leans toward Unreal Engine as it can streamline development with the amount of public information and assets available, especially with their funding. It would be so good for Halo. I actually totally agree, bro. I totally agree. And I've heard in the grapevine that they are doing that for the next Halo, and they've done that since 2023 January when the big shift happened in the leadership. That's what I've been told. I don't know how accurate it is, but I believe that is the case. As Unreal Engine 5 would make I think a world of difference, not just for the game, but also like the development. Many developers that do any game like any of the games that are current or popular right now, they are on Unreal Engine for the most part. So it'll make life a lot easier for 343 to hire people. If they have any Unreal experience, they should be able to just go straight in. And that's what we need. the reason why Slip Space didn't work for Halo Infinite is because they'd hire someone and they'd have to train them up on how to use Slip Space, develop with Slip Space, and then usually they'd be out the door again in like 10, 18 months. So, yeah, I know some people might not be like, too happy about it, but I do think that's Unreal Engine will be the way to go. Also, like, graphics-wise, it should be really good. 343 forgot the marketing. Hey, Nick Allen, how you doing, mate? Monitor on the floor. Okay, let me see this. I also want to make sure that this is nice and loud. You guys can hear everything. You're right. More like Slop Space Engine. Yeah, honestly, all that hype and build up for Slip Space, was it worth it? Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, Major Zephyr, nail on the head there. Exactly right. Good to see you too. Please have some good news, fellas. Please. Here we go. I appreciate everyone who's here, by the way. Really appreciate all of you. Is there any sound, guys? No audio? Hang on, let me see here. Give me 1 second.
Our next free update for Halo Infinite.
All right, tell me now if you guys can hear that.
Before we jump into that, a couple cool things that you may not be aware of because they just happened right now in real time. 2 new maps are available in Infinite. So first one we shared and showed off a bit ago. This is called Corrosion. I believe you will find this map available right now in a 24/7 Corrosion playlist for a short time.
Yep, Corrosion 24/7 live now. You can jump in, play as much of it.
Let's see.
Like,
good
eat
now?
your heart out,
better?
dive in.
Sweet. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
there
I
it
don't know
is.
about
There it
literally
is.
diving into that acid because it does actually hurt you. But
let me know if it's too loud, too quiet.
Back in here as we were
because I'll
discussing
shut me
yesterday.
up
Last time
so
I
you
played
can
this
hear
was
it,
when we
or
were
vice
working
versa.
on some capture content here in the room with the
This map
crew
looks really cool though. It does look really cool.
The Yappening operation trailer. So it's been a little bit coming, but Corrosion is now available. You'll find that in Halo Infinite's matchmaking as of
so that's out now.
Yeah, that's a fun 4v4 map. A little bit of the social aspect with
good.
vehicles on it, right? I'm always a big fan of the vehicles coming into the 4v4 gameplay. Should be fun.
A little bit of everything. So
yeah,
for y'all to check that out. Let us know what you think.
Switchboy,
and of course, as a reminder, the Yappening operation is still live. You have until next Tuesday morning to finish working your way through that reward track if there's still things you want to get. We also have another map that went into matchmaking today. This one's a bit different. This is a update to the ranked playlist.
Yep.
We know this is something we've heard a lot of feedback. We know ranked players have also
everyone
been very
cross your
eager,
fingers for the shotgun, please. Everyone cross your fingers.
And we are excited to welcome. This map is called Interference. Might look a little bit familiar to you, John. I think this one draws inspiration from the past.
I saw some people in the community getting
from
a bit,
Halo 5,
upset about this map
brought into Infinite by
kind of devoid of life.
Member of the Forge community.
Whereas Rig from Halo 5 was like
there,
very, very
Astro,
bright.
CSF, Frutos.
I'm actually okay with it because I like the
Rig from Halo 5 with a lockout aesthetic.
Kind of reminds me of Lockout.
And you can really see it in this shot.
So I'm okay.
It's got those lockout vibes, and it should play
Tornado Johnson, how are you, mate?
Just like it does in Halo 5.
Welcome.
Yeah, so this is available in ranked as of right now. Also, the HCS
it is another great map.
It
is.
That's
true.
I believe this will be the first community-made Forge map to enter the Halo Championship Series official lineup.
343 love their grey maps.
So if you head to Halo Waypoint or check out HCS on social, a blog went live yesterday. A little bit more information about the map. But like John said, I want to give a shout out to Carlos Frutos, thank you for building Interference and sharing it with us, and we hope ranked players enjoy going around there and racking out some slays today.
Yeah, should be fun. Yeah.
Now,
yeah,
though,
it does
think
look
what folks really
exactly
want to
like
talk about is what's new and what's next. So
we're trying to look
we're going to shift gears and we're going to look forward. Like I said at the start, Halo Infinite's next update's coming on Tuesday, April 3rd.
Here we go,
so
Sketch. Come on.
1 week out.
Give us some good news.
Teaser kicked off yesterday, so a lot more information will be forthcoming over the next few days. But today we just want to give you a overview of what's coming. Of course, there is a new operation which we'll take a closer look at, but we have a couple other cool features that we're very excited to share as well.
Features.
And to do this, we are going to transition into a bit of a live demo here. Typical caveat: this is a pre-release build. We're in sort of in a live
please.
build
If I see a new weapon, guys, I know it's crazy, but I'll get so excited.
In real time right now in parallel.
Please, that's all it takes. That's all it's going to take. 343.
On its way to eventually land on your PCs and Xboxes next week. So. Fingers crossed, none of that interferes with our live stream today. But you never know. This is the reality of real-time game dev.
And we're doing it live.
Speaking of, I see some cable swapping happening just off camera, so I'm just kind of looking around the room, making sure everything looks okay. We're good, maybe.
Okay.
Sorta. Hold on, we're gonna hold for a second. So let me look over here at chat and see if there's anything. Yeah, I do want to. I apologize for folks. We don't have drops enabled, and I don't believe we said drops are enabled.
Too lazy
so
to add different colors.
There's some confusion out there. When we can, we do try to hook that up, but there are not drops enabled today, so you're not missing anything. But hopefully, we can try to get that hooked up for future live streams. It's when we can, we do. It's not something we're able to do for every live stream.
They need to add drops to the
I feel like we might
YouTube
not
streams.
be getting some video output.
Probably not possible, I know, but goddamn, that would
20
actually
minutes
be cool.
ago.
That's doing it live.
Okay.
So my feed is on.
Okay,
and
well,
working. Would you want to
Right, so
try
that's
it?
the armor.
We eventually still need 2 machines.
I'm hoping they can
for this, but,
hop into a match.
So you can drive on.
Or you know,
so
something
we can
like that.
still just the show will go on as we will try to see behind the scenes what we might be able to do to solve why my PC is not showing up on stream.
They usually just don't want to show your.
We don't want to see the
POV.
chat.
It is true. Oh, we're getting the thumbs up. We're back.
We're back.
These
We're
weapons
back.
are interesting.
We're back.
Not weapons. These.
It is true. During the play dates, I don't need my POV shown.
The armors are
I
interesting.
not to show it, but thankfully you're not going to have to watch me play today. So here we are on the UI. A couple things may look familiar.
Yakuza, that's right. New UI element. On the
I want to jump
there.
right into a new feature that's coming out next week. We hinted at this. We talked about it in the past. I'm
really happy to match
start
composes
by,
here. Come on.
Yep, I'm navigating over to the shop. Just bear with me here. But I want to draw your attention
Exchange.
to right here in this upper left corner.
The exchange.
We are excited to be welcoming the exchange to Halo Infinite.
Here we go.
MCC players probably already have a good sense of what this is.
This is actually going to be big.
This feature and functionality was heavily inspired by what's on offer in MCC. But this, I'm going to click into it here. This basically is
screaming thanks for the $2, man. I appreciate you.
I'm going to call it a shop front. Bear with me, though. Except instead of using real-life currency, you will be using Spartan points, which I think our
Spartan
progression
points.
team, they refer to this as a soft currency. So Spartan points are earnable. You will play the game. You will earn these. They'll kind of go into your wallet. You'll be able to hold on to these and then use them in the exchange to acquire customization content.
Yep.
Okay, did my stream just end? Their stream just end?
One, obviously, players always would love more ways to earn content. So that box is checked.
I wasn't too sure if my stream just ended.
A lot of content has come to Infinite since it's launched, and as a lot of people have given feedback and sort of expressed their disappointment around, some of that content has never come back to the game. I'm really referring to like our original events, for example. Some of the promotional content. Some of the award rewards. So, for example, this Platinum Anniversary coding.
That's on my side? Okay, that's weird.
People that logged into Infinite, I believe it was live for about the first 2 weeks when the game launched, got this coding for free. If you weren't there for the first 2 weeks, we've never.
I think it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing.
One way that we can bring
not
back
a crazy big thing, but this is good so far.
This is good so far. Missed out on and make it available again. I do want to specify that this would be specifically bringing back free content.
I think my internet
what
just
you're not going to find in the
cut out for a
exchange is
second.
I bought something from the shop in Season 2, now it's being offered in the exchange. We're not going to mix those two streams. The premium side will stay premium.
All right, I'm just hoping you said that you can earn this.
So many events over
these
all
SP points, or whatever the hell, Spartan points every game.
Even some of the Twitch drops that we've offered.
If that's what he said. I may have missed
marketing promotions.
Some of the marketing and promotion type of things that weren't even available sometimes outside of.
But I'm hoping it's got other stuff too, like an armor coding for 10,000 spawn points doesn't really interest me that much.
That's net new. So the exchange is really meant to be.
My God.
An opportunity to earn content you may have missed out on before, while also providing some net new content in addition. So this coding.
I want to know how long it's going to take for us to get 10,000 points.
This has never been offered in the game before. It's net new. This will be here in the exchange.
Yeah, for
at least
people
you
who are
earned
like
them,
a completionist like me who want to collect as much as possible, right, from the customization flow, it's really nice to have something I can grind and work towards and continue checking off those boxes, right? Like the Halo 5 rec system, you could eventually get everything.
Sure.
Right? Through this, with the exchange, you can start chipping away at that backlog of those items you might have missed in the past. It's really,
so I'm
really
just kind of
nice.
scrolling through here. I think we've got about 21 items that
oh my god, they've added the needle.
Launch.
No way.
And the current plan is roughly,
they added the
by the way,
needle
too,
one.
I got to call it the needle minder. This is an awesome, this is a brand new attachment. We haven't offered this in the game yet, but this is an example of kind of one of the new,
we've been
in my
waiting
opinion,
for this.
Like, this is my chase
we've
item.
been waiting
I really
for
want
this.
to go after and make sure I acquire this because it's just novel and cool, and who doesn't want to run around with the giant pink spike through their head? But we're going to have about
a nice reference. With
about
that
21 items will be available in the exchange
they didn't
when it
release that
launches
before,
next week. And the current plan
I
is
don't think.
Roughly every 4 to 6 weeks. So basically, whenever a new operation will launch, you can expect the exchange content to refresh. So we should see a steady stream.
So as you guys are saying, I'm noticing what you guys are saying here in the chat.
It
seems to be only stuff that was available,
what you want. And of
at
course,
least,
you're also
so to
free
speak,
just to save your Spartan
available
points
for
up.
free in the past.
If there's nothing that you want right now,
The needle one never
and
released,
wait and see
but
what's coming next time.
I don't think there's anything that was in the store
from
here,
emblems
which is what I was hoping to see.
In here. We got background.
Yeah, King, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. I think you're right.
Pretty nice little variety. Next thing I want to just touch on is how do you earn Spartan points? Where do they come from?
I saw someone in the chat while we were on the main menu. They were like, SP, what is that? It's like, how do you get it?
So like I said at the start, Spartan points, think of it as a new type of currency that you'll use exclusively in the exchange that is all available directly via gameplay. So we basically have, bear with me here.
Right, that's really good. That's good.
I'm a little bit cut off, but there's 3 primary vectors by which you'll be able to acquire Spartan points.
Finally.
The first of which, your first daily challenge that you complete every day will automatically award you 250 Spartan points.
Okay, that's good.
At the end of the week, going forward, now Ultimate Rewards will offer Spartan points. Again, we've kind of made the decision here, instead of forcing a reward on you that we've deemed cool or that we think it's worth earning, we're now just going to give you the currency and let you have a little bit more choice and decision over what reward do you want to get out of what's available. So we're excited to sort of make this shift,
I'm a big fan of this.
I think that is a key piece of feedback we've heard as players.
As long as
don't
3
always
for
agree
3,
that the ultimate reward that we think is cool to them.
add more stuff to it over time.
Enough.
Yeah, and hey, let's be honest. Sometimes they really,
something we had to buy in the past.
So the hope here is that players just have a little bit more control and can really hone in on what you want and what matters to you. So your daily challenge, ultimate reward.
That's what I'm hoping
for. Third tier of
it looks good. This is a W. I'm excited for this.
Points will be the operation pass itself. So I think with that might be a good time for us to jump into the operation pass, and you'll get a little better sense of what I am referring to. So I've already given myself the pass.
10 weeks to get 10,000.
So it won't let me activate it here.
You played all through the 20 tiers already?
I've been grinding the internal environment. So
at least we got some more here.
Now, this is the Banished Honor operation. This will go live in the game next Tuesday. As always with our operations, it is free. We do have the standard premium upsell option available as a convenience for players who are interested.
Which gets you the permanent unlock for the battle pass.
Correct. So you get a couple things, right? Right away,
in terms of the content for the battle operation pass,
coating, and then,
I think they just took out the XP
it'll
boost.
also make your operation pass durable. So even if you don't complete it in the month available, it's still yours and doesn't go away. And you'll also get that extra challenge slot.
Yeah, Major Zephyr, I'm pretty much agreeing. Yeah, I'm agreeing.
By the way, it's all optional. You don't have to do that if you want to.
King, thanks for the $5, man.
Here. I'm
He said specifically there is no purchasable shop items.
I really want to emphasize
that will appear in the exchange.
A lot of the things that a lot of people in the community maybe would have once referred to as fluff.
I'm hoping they change that.
Just call it what it is. Has now been replaced with Spartan points. So we really are trying to shift the model here. The team wants to give players a lot more agency and control to just have more flexibility to go after what matters to you.
Johnny.
So you're going to see as we go through here, there's a lot of points. A lot of tiers in this pass are
just points
dedicated to Spartan points. We get to tier 5 here. We have our first piece of armor geo.
Look at tier 10.
Some knee pads, more Spartan points, more Spartan
Sorry,
points.
tier 9.
Bigger drop
tier 9.
of 2,500 Spartan points.
Nice.
Another nice forearm pad here. I think this looks like it matches the hip attachment we just looked at a minute ago that was in the exchange.
Yeah, and these Banished armor pieces, they fit the Banished Honor theme, and they look stellar. As
That's
you
a
can
cool
see
chest
that
piece.
awesome
That's a cool chest
knife
piece.
More blades,
chest attachment.
right?
Who doesn't want more knives? Yeah.
And I think philosophically, when we talk to the team, I believe in general the goal for the operation passes is
Cool shoulder pad.
try to give players one complete look for their Spartan, and then generally can now expect the rest of it to be an assortment of Spartan points that you'll be able to bank and use as you see fit. I'm a big fan of these shoulders. Not so much in this cadet blue, but they look really awesome in some of the other coatings. I think you're rocking them on your Spartan, which we'll look at here in a second.
Yeah, and it's nice with cross-core shoulders. A lot of this stuff was initially made for
Tom,
Mark 7,
yeah, that would have
right?
been
But
good.
now with
Give you
cross-core
credits back.
shoulders, helmets, all that stuff, you don't have to worry.
would be
You can
good.
place it on any core, and you'll be able to look banished and awesome.
All right, so
And then we get up into finally
we will get a lot of
tier
Spartan
20,
points,
and this
which
is
is
where we
good.
see this really cool champion sort of Banish-inspired helmet, which
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of.
I'm rocking
and then
that
there's
right
a
now.
nice little visor to go with it. So
Alright.
that, in a
All right,
nutshell,
decent
is
start.
the Banished
Decent
Honor
start to the stream.
Operation Pass. And
So-
because I've already completed this, you'll note it's basically netted me about 15,000 Spartan
But yeah,
points
there's
from end to end, from completion.
unfortunately,
I do want to say
unfortunately,
this is
as
the team starting point. As
let's
always,
see.
I want to just be transparent. We're going to be watching the data,
I just
listening to
tripped
feedback.
out. I
and,
thought I saw it coming.
the progression team.
Unfortunately, yeah, we're not gonna get
ways
the-
and opportunities to optimize. So we're really excited
the
just to
credits
get this out
back
there
like
as
we
a,
used
as a
to.
big first step.
But that's
It's
just
been a
because
long
of lost
time coming.
seasons, unfortunately.
And see how you like it. See what
But still-
areas we
it's
may
still a
wanna dial
decent,
in and tweak as we go forward. But,
Decent step
the
forward
exchange will be
in the
available
right direction.
starting next Tuesday,
Good
and I
start to
believe
the
there'll be a
stream.
blog on Hello Waypoint tomorrow with a little bit more information, including a full rundown of all the launch content you'll be able to find in the exchange in case you didn't catch it all right there.
All
in
right,
that quick
all
fly
right.
through.
Yep, and we'll have blogs throughout the week with lots of good info.
We do have multiple things.
on,
We're going to deep dive
please,
into a couple
please
different
go into a
avenues
game.
of the next update over the next few days. So stay tuned to Hello Waypoint. Now we want to switch gears entirely.
Yeah.
And we have another demo we want to shift
Okay,
into. This is
come on.
also something that
Come on.
we have. We've spoken about this before. The time has finally come. So
Is it Match Composer?
Can launch this
we
in.
want to show. I'm going to launch this in real quick. We want to
I'm-
show and
I'm
tell
hoping
some
Match
cool
Composer
stuff
will be
coming
huge.
to Forge
That's what we
next
need.
week. So Forge is
I
truly
just think
the
the
gift that keeps
exchange
on
needs to
giving.
have
We've
store
already
items
seen
as
some
well. It
amazing
can't just
stuff
be
coming out of the community.
free stuff, you know?
We've seen amazing stuff coming into matchmaking already. We've seen amazing stuff
least
in the
my
custom
opinion.
game browser.
on.
Really excited to give Forgers even more tools to work with to create even more cool stuff for the Halo community to enjoy together. So I'm loading in right here.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say, I'm talking about future blogs that are going to be coming out this week, but we haven't shown all the stuff for the blogs, including this Forge stuff.
We can talk about a couple things, John, that we're not going to be able to show while we're loading in here. Just for this stuff's a little bit in the weeds for more hardcore forgers, but we did think it was cool for forgers.
All right,
we
so
have
they're
some
showing
new
Forge
mode
stuff
variants that'll be added to
now?
Mode Creator. So and that's now going to officially include Firefight, King of the Hill, Last Spartan Standing, and basically all the ranked modes.
Come
Will
on.
now be those variants will be added to the Mode Creator, which we just released in our last mid-season.
Just want to see a
whatever
new
that
weapon,
update was
man.
Yeah, in a recent
Just want a
update.
new weapon.
CU something. But the last update we added the Mode Creator. Now the team's adding more modes within the Mode Creator.
Yep.
I'm not giving up
Also
hope.
want to give a
Not
shout
yet.
out that we have significantly expanded scripting options for extraction event nodes for the extraction mode. And then there's also just some cool new generic objects that should help forgers creating new experiences. I want to highlight, again,
Yeah.
Shotgun.
not
So
super sexy if you're
shotgun.
not in the weeds as a forger,
Shotgun.
but
Yeah.
John, I'm talking about
The-
deliver point, flag spawn, seeds, and shrinking zones.
Yeah, so all of those are objective items that you can use in normal gameplay, right? You load up a normal CTF match in custom games. It's got some normal kind of logic already tied to it. These generic objects allow a forger to script very specific logic to it itself. The object itself does not have any
Sandbox.
logic. Now forgers can put anything they want
We
tied
are
to
Zorro.
that object
We are.
and allow for really cool gameplay experiences.
Give me plasma rifle.
So really cool power feature for forgers.
So we're giving people more tools to make modes and experiences, but we're also going to give them more tools to make cooler maps and environments for these experiences
Maybe
to come to
Tornado.
life.
Maybe.
So let's go ahead and cut over to my camera here, guys, if we can. I'm inside the developer map Oasis, and you might remember a few months ago we talked about 2 new Forge pallets coming. Well, the time is here. They are both coming next week. John and I
So
do
it's
not
the
claim to be a
alien one
professional
and the
forger, far
Flood Forge
from it.
palette.
I have nothing but the
Which is-
utmost
that's cool.
respect
That's
for forgers and
really
the
good for the
masters of their
forgers.
craft. It is. Trust me, I know it's harder than it looks, and I know how much time.
Part
it
of me
takes,
just thinks that they would have shown.
My goal was to take
new weapon
our
straight
new
away,
Alien Planet,
like loading in right now.
official
You know what I mean?
palette,
Like they'd show
and
this
just lay out a bunch of the
with
new
Sketch
objects
holding
and
a new
items
weapon.
to give you a sense
That's just my
of what
just
that's
my
going to
thought.
be when this goes live. So this is the map. Again, don't judge me. My only goal here was let me just show the breadth of content Alien Planet palette is going to offer.
All the options.
I'm a big fan of this, John. You know, I've been kind of gushing about it, especially after I
Hey,
spent
thanks,
some time
Oppie.
kind of really digging in.
Member for 23 months. That's
I get
insane.
An immediate, like,
I really
sort of
appreciate that,
Pandora,
Oppie.
the planet from Avatar
Got,
vibe. It's just
no
really
word on the Falcon.
fantastical. There's some
Just
whimsy. I
yet.
love the color palettes.
Or
it's
anything new Sandbox-wise.
Forge today. So
We'll see,
a couple
though.
things you're seeing here on the wall, a little harder for me to show off in my space. There will be some new decals.
You can make some cool corals.
Things like that. And then, of course, tons and tons of objects. So we've got...
Hey, King, thanks for the $5. Purchasable items swap in the exchange, as it will affect their income. Also will cause conflict with people that bought said items in the past.
Yeah.
More weird.
Yeah, I guess that
I'll
makes
go over
sense.
here where
Thanks for the
put up-
clarification,
I put
man.
up some
Appreciate it.
bigger
Really do.
things.
Yeah, it does kind of. You said Pandora. It does kind of remind me of Genesis from Halo 5.
Yep, for sure.
With some of these plants.
Yeah, and of course, you know, all these. And we also have a couple new effects. So I was able to. I figured out how to drop these cool little like.
No shotgun, but we at least got
space
flowers.
Dust particles in here.
That just looks so cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know if they hired a Sandbox designer.
It was a fun journey.
I'm not sure.
Into the depths of Forge, but. This just gives you a
I'm
bit
not
of a
sure
sense
if
of
they
Alien
did.
Planet. If I pull up my, let me go back into my monitor Forge editing mode just to show Forgers how this will work. You will be able to find the majority of the Alien Planet materials under biomes in Alien Planet. So I was going to try to count how many different
this stuff is very, very cool
have,
for the game going forward. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, you
There's
can
just
just
too
look
many.
at the list.
The amount of
It's
Halo
absolutely-
fans that really
it's
care about this
absolutely
Forge
insane. So I wanna
content,
give
so
a
to
big
speak,
shout out to the
it'd
Forge
be,
team
you know,
here.
I'd say less than
They've just put a
20%
lot
of the
into
fans watching this stuff now.
And you can see that
It's still very
this
cool
is
though,
gonna
don't
be
get me
really
wrong.
cool for
And it's
Forgers to,
it's
put
needed
new
and
spins on the
necessary, and
maps.
any updates to
Um,
Forge
So yeah,
are
that's
definitely
Alien Planet.
welcome.
Anything else about Alien Planet, John? That we're
But I'm just
not
hoping we
thinking
got something
about?
else here.
Here's some of the decals I mentioned. They're a little
Please.
harder to show. They're more subtle, but there's a whole
Israel
bunch of
Dragon,
stuff
thanks for
here
the
as well.
$5, man. It's just as fuck, man. Just wanted the gun. I'm feeling the same way
Yeah, I
as
don't
you,
know.
bro.
What else from
Feeling
Alien
the
Planet?
same
Did I
way.
miss anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Brian,
You
hey,
showed
thanks
off
for
some
$2,
cool
man.
effects, all the
They
different
can move about
objects,
Forge and Sandbox
or
items.
even just like a subset because there's so many, right?
We're about to find
it
out.
just
We're about to find
looks
out, I
stellar.
guess.
Yeah, and you know, I guess I come in a little closer here. if
Yeah,
I,
party
you know,
shrimp.
keep in
Exactly,
mind you can-
exactly.
all this stuff is, I'm going to select it.
Mhm.
All this stuff. Can just
They are
be
cool looking. They are cool looking. I do
Scale
agree.
up.
Scaled up and
Yeah.
rotated, manipulated. And all
Yeah,
that
Tom,
stuff.
I
That's
know,
awesome.
I know.
Giant
It's a-
trees. But
It's a
yeah,
tough
that is the
situation to be
Alien
in.
Planet Flood palette, and that will be included in next week's update. Now, John, you
Yep.
also
All right.
did a little.
And now we have a
cooking on your
special
own to
surprise.
show off the other new Forge palette, and there it
Okay,
is.
that flood palette looks cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I took some time to build out a flood palette showcase here. As you can see, it is quite disgusting, but the fans,
that is quite
everyone's
cool.
been wanting a flood palette for so long. I decided I'd take some time, build out something truly, truly gross to help showcase how how good it is, how the Forge team put a lot of time and effort in. You can see how I've got flies kind of swarming around. I've got oozing and dripping and all these.
Oh, bro, did my stream die again?
Different objects
There you
all
go.
kind of taking over this base here
I don't know why my internet's just cutting in and out.
on Oasis. So we have a Pandora
Chat's calling for moist midship right
Okay,
away.
yep.
So it's been the dream. If I don't see a moist midship in the custom browser soon, I will be disappointed.
Boy,
Yep.
what does
And
Sketch say?
so
Moist
in addition to
midship.
the flood palette, it's also got some.
I'd be down for that. I'd be
we
down
call
for
them
that.
Human brutalist. You've got rebar pieces that are broken that you can drop in.
Yeah,
and it
okay.
really
like
got some
as I said, I'm
concrete
down for this
pieces as well
stuff.
that are-
Forges will make some
have
awesome
seen
maps with
better
this
days,
with
right?
these
And,
flood
for the rebar, this will help for
flood
if you
forward
wanted to
palette
make a
stuff. You know,
flood-esque infection map.
Forge
right?
items. That's
You
really
wanna
cool.
Just have a small
But we, yeah,
pathway
as I said,
through.
it's affecting such a
kinda
small
make it
portion
so someone
of
has
the
to
Halo community. You
crouch
know,
through. And that's actually kind of what I did over here.
please something
is
for us all to
make it
just
so
chew
you
on.
funnel through
Come
into
on.
the smog. You know,
Gross, man. It's just gross.
That's cool though.
I
I like
do
that.
though.
I do like
but I didn't want to just do one section. so I
Australian
went
internet be
and
like,
actually, I did.
bro.
I actually set up a spot right there.
Exactly.
I set up a whole other section over here where the flood
infection maps now. Yeah, imagine infection maps with this.
It just started in here, and it just has taken
cool thing to think about.
The interior of Oasis, and you can just kind of see how nasty and gross you can really get with this pallet. Things are dripping on you. You're walking in, gonna have to clean off the armor afterwards. I added some smoke in here. We've got some new flood smoke effects, and it's really a powerful palette because you can.
Tom, they haven't spoken about the hacking cheating issue
really
yet.
Unique ways. So
I'm not too sure if they will. I hope they do, but we'll see.
Down, right, and it's just it could be a small little thing I put on a wall to indicate like the start of an infection.
Man.
And then you go deeper into a map and it slowly grows, and you're like, oh god, it's taking over. And you can do this with all these objects, right? This could be a tiny little thing.
It's called easy anti-cheat for a reason.
I mean,
it's so easy to bypass the anti-cheat. Easy to cheat.
And just like, layer.
Or relax. Yeah,
so
this looks cool. I do agree.
I had a much harder job trying to work with the alien planet. It had such a diverse palette that I had to sort of painstakingly place them, and you just like puked up flood everywhere, and it looks really awesome.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, but tons of different objects you can have. I almost forgot about this. One cool thing you can do is when you're scaling it, if you want to come down a little closer to the ground here, as you scale it and you choose some axes, let me make sure I got just the vertical, and you want to do just that, you can kind of make it look like it's growing. And that's super gross to me. I'm like, I don't want to see the flood stuff grow off the ground anymore.
That looks a bit weird.
That's too much. That's too much. I'm gonna bring it back down so it's a little less creepy. But yeah.
When is this going?
Flood AI.
It's really
Temple. How are you?
It's very clean.
Welcome.
Yeah. I would love to see people.
Flood AI, that would be. Imagine a Gravemind AI.
Flood-infected maps make their way into any playlist, right?
I'm sure we'll see it.
Infection in particular always comes to mind, right? Naturally. But
Stolen.
It just looks absolutely
flood-infected spawn assets.
And amazing all at the same time. Here's
Brian, hey, thanks for the $2, man. Hidden Xperia is nothing over their flood pops.
One thing we wanted to, again, this is a little bit dipping into the weeds for more hardcore forgers, but you might have noticed when we pulled up the forge menu that most of these new objects had that MP designation after them, and my understanding is that that's used to designate objects that kind of have some predefined properties. So I think the main thing I want to just be upfront and make sure folks are aware of is that you will not be able to what's the word I'm looking for?
You can't swatches.
You can't swap colors and textures on these objects. They're
flood stuff. Yeah.
They're pre-built to be disgusting, and that's the way they're going to be. But as you saw, you can still scale and rotate them, but they're handled a little bit differently than some of the other pallet objects that exist in Forge. Looks good, John.
It does feel alive. I wonder if they.
Oasis is entirely consumed.
I wonder if it's been really hard to make it move and balls.
We won't sit here and watch you do that. I feel like that would be.
I don't know.
Boring.
I assume that's the case.
I do want to talk to you about gameplay, though. If you wouldn't mind, do you have anything else you want to say about Forge, or can we?
I'm just scaling up.
Gameplay.
Can we change gears and talk about gameplay here for a second?
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
So I got some notes from the patch notes, and I want to talk to you about some Sandbox Tuning updates, right? So
okay, that's something.
A couple different things are going to be changing with this update that the team's been tinkering with, and I'm going to go down the list.
Please fix the Ravager rebound.
Call out a weapon to you, and then you tell me what we need to know about it, like what's changed. Okay. First up, I have the Gravity Hammer.
I feel like they would have shown
did a round of tuning
a new weapon by now, guys. To be honest,
it's on the list again.
Yes. So after our most recent tuning update, we still were getting some feedback that the Gravity Hammer was a little too strong. It had a little too much range still.
Please, bro.
So we're going to be bringing that in a little bit more, right? We just want to make sure we're easing that power back. So it's not a super power weapon, but so it's still strong,
the hammer is
right?
still
so
crazy
we're trying
strong.
To be measured, take a smart approach with it, but you should see a Gravity Hammer slight nerf on range in the next update.
Cool. That'll help me in my Husky raid endeavors, hopefully.
A moment of truth,
friends.
It
is most noticeable in Husky raid, for sure.
Yeah. Next on the list, the S7 sniper rifle. What's happening with that?
Yep, so this is just a small little quality of life update we're going to be doing. It's going to speed up its ready up time when you pick it up off the ground, off a weapon pad. So you're not sitting there fiddling with it as you pick it up. It's coming up ever so slightly faster.
Is it bad that I never noticed
snappier.
that?
So like the most common
it sounds like balancing updates. That's it.
You kill someone, you pick up their sniper.
I'm not going to jump the gun because they may just like
make that really cool double.
show it at the very end
Sometimes
as a hype thing, but
now it's going to be a little bit faster, and you should be able to get those highlight plays.
It's just it's not looking like it. It's not looking like it does.
We want to allow players to make that play now.
That's been what's holding me back. So this should really put me in that upper echelon of sniping. Cinder shot.
Cinder shot. Okay, so this one we love the Cinder Shot as a power weapon. It is very strong, but we have seen some frustrations around when you get pulled by its gravity effect. So we're going to be removing that gravity effect so you can kind of combat it and you have a little more control over your own Spartan when you're fighting against the Cinder Shot.
Bro.
It's still going to do a lot of damage.
I actually like that. I mean,
still
okay.
Be powerful.
The Cinder Shot, if you get like blasted by that,
slowing down the rate of fire
your screen will go purple. You're kind of screwed.
It's still going to be a power weapon.
But the gravity effect, I thought was like a decent thing about it.
Also, can be really annoying.
I thought that was a unique trait that it had.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Husky Raid
I don't know if I'm a big fan of that.
Compounds everything, you know, because everything's so small, tight, and
Probably can't even use a sniper.
Yeah. All right.
I am Miss Chief man.
Spike grenade.
Good to see you, bro.
What's happening with that?
There's two dev maps leakers have said that are meant to be coming soon, so there's still time. I doubt it will come though.
Spike grenade change is
I only know
I
know of Rockridge that we're still waiting on.
It's going to throw.
I'm trying to think of what the other one
its
is.
Detonation timer is only going to start once it lands on an object or a person.
There's Beltway, I think. Beltway
and trust it's going to behave like the rest of the grenades in the sandbox, and then
I think
its detonation timer is also going to be slightly shortened, because right now you see in like 4v4 gameplay, you stick someone and then it takes a little while for it to blow up, and while you're waiting they kill you, you know. So it should be a little bit faster there. So it's you
scream, thanks for $2,
you
man.
get the kill, and
Police is going to get crazy with the sniper update
back on you in that same amount of time.
Cool. And I got one more on my list. This one hits close to home, but I think it's also another sort of nuanced change, and this would be the MK50 sidekick.
Yes, yeah. So this one...
Disruptor, yeah. They need to bring that damage over time effect back, you know? They need to bring that back.
Slightly reducing the rate of fire on the sidekick. Now, we know and understand that the sidekick is meant to be this spammy pistol weapon that you can trust and rely on.
This is interesting.
So we're not going too far. It is a very slight reduction in its rate of fire. It should still feel the same and behave, but we just wanted to reduce those instances of you getting completely melted by someone who's spamming it really fast without too much control.
Yeah, some people, like if you're on PC, people can spam the crap out of that sidekick.
Yeah, I mean,
if they are
just giving you a hard time about it when I first
aim on you
saw
well,
this
it's
I love spamming the sidekick.
all over Red Rover.
And for what it's worth, as a
Rockridge and the Beltway remake.
That's
it. That's it.
I could barely tell a difference, frankly. So
I'm hoping we see that
soon. Still felt super fun to use, but hopefully people at the extreme ends of skill.
Certain weapons will lose what made them
really
unique.
More after that audience, I think.
Yeah.
Let's hope not, man.
Noticeable, but it should.
Holo, good to see you, man. Just got back from university.
Cool.
Got to hang out long. Just want to say
last
hello.
thing on gameplay.
Hey, bro, good to see you, man.
We
good
cut
to see
back
you.
to our feed here, guys. Cut back to my feed.
And now a new weapon.
I guess. Where are you, by the way? Okay.
I'm walking.
Well, I'm gonna splatter you.
Hang on.
Yeah, sidekick is sweaty. I'm okay with that change.
How did that happen? How
in regards to the sidekick.
We're on the same team. I'm trying to splatter you.
I'm gonna change teams.
All right, change teams. Get off of Cobra.
Sketch just trying to kill Unishek.
You were trying to hunt me down.
I know.
Team kill him casually.
It spoiled the fun. I was trying to surprise spot you. Now you're prepared for it.
Yeah. Now you've given away your secret.
Now you know what I'm up to.
Yeah.
But I still want to splat you for the sake of our viewers. I think that they're demanding it in chat. They're saying, please splat Unishek.
That's exactly what they want. Yeah.
I don't. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you see me.
All right. Well, I'm coming at you this way. And
oh my God! They brought it back.
It is.
Yep. So the final tuning.
Okay.
We'll see
Okay.
With
W change. I'm
I'm
happy with that.
EMP.
I'm very happy that's back.
It will now work.
Finally, okay. We've been asking for this since launch. We've been asking for this since goddamn launch.
I've been way too happy for the team to get this implemented. It's
been
one of the most common points of feedback since launch around the plasma pistol.
Oh my god! Finally,
more effective, more loved, and has.
That's a good change. I'm very happy about that. Thank you.
Go the distance. Do some really cool things.
Good to see chat's excited as well. Yeah. They're also looking forward to the return of the King, the plasma pistols back.
Okay,
I don't know if I agree
I'm
with
glad you guys are
25
agreeing.
years for us to do that. That feels like an exaggeration there, chat.
It did take 25 years for them to do that.
It's been a long time coming, and big shout out to all the folks that have been working on the tuning updates, and of course all of you for just keeping the feedback coming. Just keep chipping away at
finally.
Keep improving things. So this will all be
available. Look at that one small thing that's made all of us just
John, I also have a couple of notes here. We don't really have a demo here, but I do want to talk about a few other things, a couple updates that are happening on the modes front.
I'm happy that's back.
So first one on my list here is we're finally able to kind of add
I think that was the big I think that was the big
scoring in King of the Hill Firefight.
The big hitter today.
Yes. Yeah. So one of the most common things around Firefight, the feedback that we got was, please let me get AI assists.
It shouldn't be a highlight. I do agree. It shouldn't be. We are eating scraps. We are eating scraps.
We are also adding a base level of AI assists. If you're on the ground shooting at any type of AI, you'll get a
Plasma
base
pistol
5
is back.
points. The wheelman assist should be 10
back.
points. So you should be getting points for contributing to any kills that are happening in Firefight as well. Very excited for that one. I've been playing a lot of Firefight King of the Hill. It's just mindless fun, blasting recently grunts, getting to blow them up, and now you get extra points for it.
Yeah, it should have been at launch.
Okay, next mode update I want to talk to you about is Extraction. Some exciting
it's actually going to be worth holding that thing now. Finally.
Yeah, so
especially BTD.
We've got multi-site extraction custom game option being added with this update. So if you're a fan of Extraction, you want to play it, it actually kind of reminds me of Halo 4. There was multi-site extraction in a few different playlists. You can now set multiple sites to be active, and that'll allow for really cool gameplay throughout the map. You can see it here, what it looks like in the custom game options. You just go find active sites under the extractions settings,
I actually quite like
and
Extraction.
You can choose
I think it's decent.
a few different sites,
but
once.
We are down bad.
Really cool.
Yeah, we are down bad. Don't you worry.
Right, attack one,
that's what I'm saying. If they had dropped the Banished shotgun,
really cool,
we'd be going nuts.
Allow for some fun gameplay.
We would be going nuts. It's cool.
I'm excited for it.
Excellent. This next one, I guess, isn't so much a mode change, but it's a pretty sweet quality of life update for ranked players in particular. And this is a change with how we're going to deal with uneven teams at the start of the match.
Yep. So in the rare case where you get a 3v4,
there's your big ticket Sandbox edition.
Somebody doesn't load into the match. We didn't want to have that match have to be played
out. Thanks to $2, man.
In a dead man walking scenario, it just doesn't feel good for anyone involved. So now with Banished Honor, we're adding logic to detect should there be a early dropout, and it'll start auto-ending the game. It just says this match is not competitive, it's not a quality match, we're going to end it. So you're going to get hit with a splash screen right here. You can see an example of it. It says teams are uneven, match is going to end. No matter what the score, it will not impact your CSR, and you can go back to matchmaking. The game will automatically end. It starts like a 5-second countdown.
Man, if they drop a surprise for us here, I know it's. I'm staying optimistic, but if they just drop one small,
so should really help improve.
One small surprise for us in the form of a Sandbox item, I'll be very, very happy.
Yeah, love that. And I know players have been looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
This next one on my list, I'd also put in that sort of quality of life bucket. Maybe a little more nuanced, but this has big implications. Talk to me about match score overrides.
Oh, yeah. This is a really cool custom game option. It kind of serves two different purposes in very unique ways. One is, at a high level,
I don't believe
what it does is it allows you to change the starting score of a custom game. So whatever it might be, in this example, I think we had a ranked Slayer match, and you say, hey, that other team had 21 kills, right?
Nice change for rank there.
Let's, for example, say a tournament restart scenario, right? So we can set them to have 21 kills right off the bat, and then we could set the other team to having however many kills they had. So then when we want to restart the match, we have them start at those same properties, and it's really good for a tournament.
That'll be good for HCS if they have any crashes.
The other purpose I was saying is
during a big
before the stream is
it
can work as like a cool giving your teammates an advantage, right? If I wanted to 1v1 someone and be like, oh, I'll spot you 10 kills.
You'll spot me 24.
Yeah, I'll spot you 24 in a 1v1 to 25, right? So you can do some really cool things like that. Give someone a 1 flag lead, a certain amount of time or rounds won, right? We don't even need the full 5 rounds, you know. We'll spot you 2 rounds, and you can do some really cool custom game options that way.
Hey, that cover art behind, I'm just noticing that now, right?
So
I know we've been watching the stream for a while. I'm just noticing it now.
I was very excited to see that because
that
that's
cover art
the
looks
first time
sick
that's
as
ever
hell.
been in any Halo game.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That looks so good.
And I'll take you up on that. Spot me 24.
Oh, okay.
You think I can get? I think I can get 1 before you get 25.
Yeah, I think. I think you it just takes a sticky, you know, to change the game.
I got a few more things on the list. I know there's a lot of minutia here, but I think each one of these kind of gets at a core sort of, I don't know if I'd say.
Yeah, possibly. That's kind of what I'm thinking about too.
Expressed or that we've experienced.
I'm really hoping Match Composer is
here.
here.
These are just little areas that the team keeps chipping away at as we try to improve their overall experience. So
because that'll be a great change, an update.
I know we just did a round of these with the last update.
Yep.
There's been more feedback and there's more refinements coming.
Yeah. So when we rolled out our Death Cam updates last year, we got a lot of feedback around making sure we can improve that experience. And one of the most common things was making sure when you swap to a teammate, it is pointing to where your teammate is pointing at. So that's coming in Banished Honor. You will also be able to rotate the camera faster, which was another point of feedback, and rotate the camera around your body. So when you die, it previously or right now in retail, it follows whoever killed you. Now it'll follow whoever kills you until you put a manual input in, and then you can start looking wherever you want and giving your teammates that information.
Then you just stop yapping and just give us the news.
In previous games, you can start scouting out all that information and being a really good teammate, calling it out, and making sure your teammates can make the best and most informed decisions while they're in those intense matches.
Those comms become even more critical to strategic outcomes there.
It is a skill knowing where to look with your death cam, right?
Ravage rebound buff.
I told you my problem. I just don't think I've died enough.
I'm hoping.
You haven't seen it yet.
I'm sure that buff will be coming soon. Surely.
Okay. Next on my list
Psychic
here.
nerf and plus pistol buff is nice.
The weapon drills.
I do agree.
Specifically, we've had some feedback since the
Bandit
Evo was
very happy about the
PP
buff.
a way to practice with the Bandit Evo.
Yep. So now when you load into the Bandit weapon drill, you should see both weapons there in the the firing range. You can go ahead and pick up the Bandit Evo and get your practice in there. I've been using the firing range for a lot of my warm-up, especially before I go into ranked. So this is going to be really nice for me. Yeah.
Okay. We're almost done. We're going to wrap up here in just a minute, but we're not going to go through an exhaustive list of bug fixing. We will have a full patch notes, obviously, that will be released on the support site next week.
Cry, man.
I did want to just hone in on sort of one bucket of sort of improvements, and this is a hot topic in the community, something that I know you and the team have been working on for a long time, and these are things that would fall into the realm of networking.
Where's it going?
Yep. Now, I know we have a couple areas coming in this update, but we do want to stress that safe to say that networking is an ongoing thing that the team is continuing to evaluate. Some things can be addressed quickly, some things take longer.
Yep. Some are longer investigations even.
But I just know how hot this topic can be amongst our players. It's a big topic here. I just want folks to understand, there's not going to be a silver bullet update next Tuesday that alleviates any individual's grievances. This is just going to be a methodical thing. So please kind of bear with us in that regard. But
We
I
are
just didn't want folks to
starving.
expect, suddenly we've changed the network model again. We're now sort of in a refinement phase. So John, on that note, the skewer and how it behaves in the game was, I think, one of the
How is it
largest
so
standout
tough to add one weapon?
updates. So how are you
One
addressing
new
that?
weapon.
Yeah. So overall, network update.
Or even the Falcon.
Really positive
the
feedback.
Falcon is
We have
so
survey
close to
data
being
that
done.
Confirm that from players active, new, and returning. So it was really cool to see. We saw a lot of the hype around it on its launch week, but then after you get into those later weeks, you start seeing the feedback.
I honestly thought they'd be releasing the Match Composer because they mentioned it in January that it'd be releasing later in the future update. I thought that would be coming in this update,
skewer,
but I guess
shots
not.
We're feeling a little delayed, right?
guess
Especially on those higher latencies. So what the team is doing is making an improvement there, and you'll see that with the Banished Honor update. it should feel a little bit better. I don't want to say perfect, but you'll see an improvement on the skewer shot. It should feel a lot better. When you pull the trigger, it's going where
I'm just hoping they've got like some like special teaser at the end of this.
One of the improvements, and we had a few others landing. But like you were saying,
I don't know.
It is we are going to continue making updates for sure.
Yeah, I have notes here that a change was made to the weapon drop mechanic, so it's no longer going to be faster than it would be to swap to a secondary. I think that was a bit of an unintended side effect of some of the network changing.
That was a previous bug in Infinite that came back when we swapped over to the new networking model, and now with Banished Honor, we've got the fix in for it. So rather than you throw your weapon down and the secondary comes up faster,
they're making it hard. They're making it hard to
amount of time, and it should
keep the interest. I'll tell you that.
The game before.
Yeah, so people shouldn't be gaming weapon drops as the way to change weapons.
Yeah. And it was more noticeable, I would say,
a new Bandit mode,
the
model
settings when it was there was like a Mangler meta where you two-shot with
the Mangler. Wanted another Bandit rifle. I was like, not the third one, please.
So it was a little more problematic before, but we still wanted to make sure we did our due diligence and fixed it, patched it up.
And this last one, I guess, seems minor. I haven't encountered it, but I guess sometimes there's an instance where a vehicle may indicate that it's in the doom state when it's not.
Yeah, this I'm
just trying to talk to the chat, man.
There are times
where feel free to jump into the actual stream.
Vehicle saying, gosh, it's time. We're going to blow up. Get out, get out. And it's doing its doom state. But it wasn't actually in doom state. And that happened because of
full of
some
dust
weird complications on how it was taking damage in on the server and how it was taking it in on the client. So now we've brought those closer together,
Vortex,
and that should not be
I believe
happening.
That's the case,
You should always be able to trust when your vehicle is telling you to get out. That one was super rare. I think
Falcon's
I brought it up to the team internally because I hit it, and then I think I saw one other community member tweet out about it. But I was really excited that the team was able to take that feedback to heart, jump in, dive in, and fix it up.
Yeah, I think that's just an example of what I was trying to get at. Some of these things are just going to be low-hanging fruit that's fairly trivial to just quickly knock out, but it doesn't mean that that's the only thing the team's focused on or that that's the only issue that they're...
Bro, why does the stream keep cutting in and out? What is that?
If you have bugs you encounter or networking issues that aren't behaving the way that you would expect, those tickets that you file through the Halo support site actually make a huge difference.
I want to hear them say something about weapons or vehicles.
We're still looking at your feedback on social. And
we need to know now
Discord,
because this is like the biggest thing that a lot of us were looking forward to.
Best way to get quantifiable, actionable information.
They need to just mention it and say, like, pull the Band-Aid off. Yes, you'll see a weapon in the future. Yes, you'll see a vehicle, or no.
Remember, anytime you go to
done. We're not seeing any more new weapons or vehicles.
You can find ways to file bug tickets there. Additionally, too, cheating. If you encounter people in the game that are cheating, these reports that you file absolutely do help. It may not seem like it in the moment. It may seem like we're not doing stuff, but I can assure you that we have a safety and security team that are very busy, working very hard to keep up. But those reports do matter, and we really do appreciate you all kind of helping, being boots on the ground, front line, and bringing this to
I feel for Sketch. I feel for Sketch. He looks
sort of a trajectory to go after.
He doesn't look happy here.
Please keep that feedback coming and keep those tickets coming because it does allow us to go after the right issues and get the insights we need to put together a plan. So thanks for folks that have been doing that, and please keep doing that.
Yeah, to the Halo support tickets note, the combat workshop we did with networking back in December through January.
So James, we have the Spartan points that allow us to get previous event items and weekly rewards for free,
how it happens.
And also some Sandbox updates like
the starting point, and we can dive
buff to the plasma pistol that allows you to EMP vehicles.
How do we
look into
and
also
what's going on here, rather than trying to
psychic nerf,
figure out
Flood Forge pallet,
context, what's going on. It's super helpful.
Yeah,
that's
also
kind of it.
Give a shout out to anyone that's in the Halo Insider program. Obviously, we haven't really had large-scale fighting in quite some time. Someday we will. That'll become more valuable in the future. But in the meantime, our partners in the Xbox user research team pretty much every month send out variety of surveys and inquiries into different parts of the Halo Insider population.
Yeah.
And that is also super valuable data for us. So if you're interested
I'm just hoping they moved on.
Offering official feedback through
actually
that
at the start of
mechanism
2023, like the rumors are.
current and future
Or, I mean, we're looking
franchise
told.
initiatives,
That's what I'm hoping
I really
for.
encourage you to head over to HaloWaypoint.com.
Because hopefully that means the next Halo game won't be like
sign up for Halo Insider
so far away.
Because
but we'll
pretty much
see.
every month we got something going on there. The last thing I want to touch on before we close out this oh, did I miss something?
I was just going to say for networking updates, just kind of the overall like approach is to continue to fix bugs, right? Make it feel like Halo, right? We wanted to make sure it's a more consistent online experience, and we wanted to make sure it feels more and more like Halo games that fans know and love, and then obviously address any exploits that people might find, right? A lot of different things that we want to go after over time, but the team is definitely aware and going after all of those.
Yeah, awesome. And yeah, thanks for calling that out. Okay, so playlists were the last thing I wanted to quickly touch on. Give a shout out to the playlist team. They couldn't be here today, but they did send along some notes. Two things we already mentioned at the start of the show. Corrosion 24/7 is now available in matchmaking. That features a new map.
Sign up for Halo Insider. That is telling.
That's live now. We also talked about Ranked has received the new map with Interference, which is available as of today. Let's see. Next week,
bro, I really hope so, Mischief. I'm praying that's the case, man. I'm really hoping so.
So this is the Heavies variant of Big Team Battle.
Because like, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that if that comes soon.
Assortment of community-made Forge maps that we added
into Big Team Battle.
I forget how long ago that was. About 5 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago. But all those maps are now sort of paired up into the Heavies environment, and you'll be able to go and enjoy that. So that'll be available starting next week.
They've got their Heavies version. Super nice.
And then I'm super excited about this. Looking a little further
that's
out.
Good. That is good. I'm glad they're doing
next month, so later in May, you mentioned the Combat Workshop before. So this is a really cool experimental playlist that allows the team to sort of put things in there that maybe aren't 100% ready for prime time, but we want to get more feedback on. We want to kick the tires.
The playlist team that couldn't be here is just a guy named Jeff in the corner.
Hammer it and give us feedback. So super excited to announce that the next Combat Workshop experience that we'll be offering will be in partnership with the Forge Falcons community group, and we are going to be offering a Survive the Undead experience officially in matchmaking. So
that's cool.
I believe this will be the first community-made PvE-based experience coming into matchmaking. So here's a look at some amazing key art the Forge Falcons created and shared, kicked over to us. So I know the Forge Falcons and the playlist team have been working on this for quite some time to get it ready.
That's cool.
But super excited to be able to just officially jump into this experience in matchmaking when it hits the workshop in a couple weeks. So that'll be something cool to look forward to.
I'm ready to jump in already.
Sorry about that.
I don't want to wait.
And I think that pretty much brings us to the end of our live stream. So I want to just recap a couple things.
I did hear about El Dorado.
I did,
lucky,
update,
haven't played it yet, but I
Banished Honor Operation.
I'll look into it.
Free lands in Halo Infinite next Tuesday, April 30th. Today and through the rest of this week, you'll see a couple more blogs landing on Halo Waypoint that'll just dive a little deeper into some of the things you've already covered. You can learn more about the exchange.
And here's a special teaser
about the Forge changes, about the gameplay and Sandbox updates.
No chance.
Take a closer look at some of the customization that's coming. So stay tuned to Halo on social and Halo Waypoint in the coming days if you want to learn more about that. Meanwhile, we've got basically a week left to finish the Yappening. That's live right now. So if you haven't played it yet or you still want to, jump in there, play whatever you want, go play some Gruntpocalypse, but you still have time to finish your Yappening Operation Pass and get those free items that you might be interested in.
And that's all she
wrote. I am almost done, if I'm not done already. I got to check.
I'm close, but I will be done after I play some more Husky Raid this weekend. John, any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, I guess yes.
All right.
Just really excited to make sure we have an update alongside this operation that has a lot of things that players have been asking for, right? It's not just customization. There's a lot of cool features, flood palette, Forge additions, quality of life updates that weapon tunings, lots of things that players have been asking for quite some time. We constantly are going after them bit by bit and bringing the quality of the gameplay experience up with every single update. So just really excited to continue seeing that improve with every release.
Yeah, I think that's a great note. And that I was going to mention something similarly that, for one, I always appreciate the passion of the Halo community, and that's not just lip service. That's having been
Tornado. It is currently
years.
4:55 a.m.
Any gamer community like it.
We woke up at 3 for this.
We're all passionate about different things, and we're not always going to be able to satisfy what everybody wants all the time, and that's probably one of the hardest parts, I'd say personally, about being in this position, about having the responsibility of kind of being somewhat of the conduit between the development team and the player base and community. Is it's never fun when you can't completely deliver everything everyone wants all the time. So
and that's I feel for these. I feel for these too.
Just know, like, people here.
It's never their fault ever.
Like John said, we're going to keep working at it, going after it.
But hey, I mean, the Plasma Pistol might be usable now.
Shapes and sizes. Sometimes it may be something that you really like. Sometimes maybe you don't care. But we're trying to think about the broader benefit of the entire game and everyone playing. And like we said too, some things are easier than others. Some things takes more time.
Yeah, I'm hoping that next Halo game is.
Acknowledge. We also teased the Match Composer a while
back. Coming soon.
At least let y'all know that's still happening. That's still in development. It's not coming out next week, but it is getting closer. So I imagine that will be coming in a not too distant update. That'll be another really exciting feature that we know you all, as well as us, are very eager to get into the game and really start to unlock more control over playing.
Thanks for another super chat, man. Really appreciate you.
So really, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the studio that's still working hard on Infinite. Thank you. It's going to be a cool update.
For the chair.
And thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for keeping the support going. Please make sure to file those tickets at the support site when you can. And that's all I got. So we hope to see you online, and we're ready for Banished Dawn. It arrives next Tuesday, April 30th. We'll see you then.
And that is all she wrote. Damn. Man, like, goddamn. I don't know if we should be, like, I don't know. Should we even be disappointed at this point? Or is this, like, just to be expected? Like, there are some cool things they're bringing. Yes, I agree. There are some cool things they're bringing. Is it what we wanted to see? No. Not a chance. I'll be honest, I don't think we are ever going to see any new Sandbox items. I think it's just going to be these type of operations until they can at the end of this year, once Match Composer's out. And I'd say that's when they'll probably, wind it down to the point where we're focusing on the next Halo. That's my thought right now. I don't think we are... Yeah, I don't think... Like, there are some good things, yes, but I don't think we're getting any new weapons or vehicles for this game. And that's a fucking shame, man. That is such a fucking shame. It really is. Really is. Yeah. Isn't it crazy that before Halo Infinite release, I was thinking that this would be the game to release every weapon, every vehicle, all the equipment from the previous Halo games. Like, a shit ton of content constantly. I thought we'd be getting updates all the time. Man, like, goddamn. I don't know. Yeah, the only W's there are the plasma pistol buff, bringing back the EMP, the Spartan points. That's cool. Spartan points is cool. Alright, no, Spartan points that's very cool. I'm a big fan of that. I think that's really cool. What can I say? My only thing is that because it's not got... Oh, I thought my stream just crashed. My only thing I'll say is that it doesn't have a... I don't know, like it's going to be good for the game going forward, yes. Especially for players that missed out on previous event items, weekly rewards, but yeah, the fact that you can't use it to buy any of the... Or at least purchase and unlock any of the previous store bundles, that kind of sucks to me. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's a yeah. I honestly don't have much. I don't think I've got anything to say. Eh? I don't think I've got anything to say on that, to be honest. They should have just ported everything over. Yeah, I mean, like Napster, let's just say more so the fact that I was expecting, before Halo Infinite released, like I was expecting to see, you know, majority of the Halo weapons we've seen in the past. That's what I thought we'd see. And I do recall before launch, like Sketch himself said that they would rotate weapons in and out. Like rotate weapon in, rotate it out. And yeah, unfortunately we just, yeah, haven't seen any of that. Unfortunately, so yeah. So yeah, like this update's good and bad, but I'm just more so, I'm losing the, how can I say it? I'm losing the strength to care now about it, because there's nothing here that's getting me really excited to just jump in and play the game. And that's what I needed, right? I mean, I've been working on like a cursed Halo Reach video for like 2 weeks. I mean, I'll show you guys I've paid someone to make a thumbnail for me for the first time, because I've put a lot of effort into it. I'm hoping it will do well, but I just, you know, I want to try something other than just Halo Infinite stuff, because, you know, this game it's just not bringing that passion. It's not giving me that it's not giving me the joy that I, you know, had at the start of its, you know, at the start of its launch. It's just it's really hard to, you know, describe, but you know, I was just hoping 343 would kind of bring that back, bring that passion back. And yeah, there are some cool things. That is true. There's just not enough there for me to be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm playing Halo Infinite. I don't have that yet. I don't have that drive to play the game. I'll still always play it. I love playing the game. I think the gameplay is excellent. We all say the same thing. Just needed more content. Oppie, thank you for the $15. I seriously appreciate that. Could this be because they're putting more effort into the new Halo? I do think that's the case. Yeah. Also on top of that, I really hope the current armor I have an infinite transfers to the new game, but I'm sensing some greed. I personally don't think it will, but I'd love that to be the case. I don't think it will, but I would love that to be the case. I don't know. Something tells me that we'll have to, you know, earn it all over again. Yeah. Look, well, who knows? Who knows? I could be wrong. Yeah. I mean, a lot of you guys are saying the same thing as me, you know. It's... Yeah. It's over time to delete the game, play something else. Halo Online. El Dorito's out. Yeah, I've heard El Dorito is pretty solid. Yeah. I'm sorry you're going through this, Ghost. You're a great YouTuber, but the content you focus on isn't supporting you. Branch out and enjoy. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that, Tom. The issue with branching out, like, it is almost impossible, especially with Halo. I think it's really tough to do that. Like, I think I can still do mod content, and that should be fine. But I don't think I could leave Halo, so to speak, because I've seen other people try, and they've crashed and burned. And I know, look, I do mainly love Halo the most. Like, out of all the games I play, it's mainly Halo, and it's always been Halo. So the only other thing I can think about making content on would be like stuff I'd make on my second channel, you know, which I still haven't even. Oh god, I haven't done that in ages. I gotta get back into that. Look, we'll see how the Cursed Halo Reach video does. I'm hoping that does well. I've spent a lot of time into it, but we'll see. El Dorado, yeah, I mean, it is basically Halo 3. There are some cool things. There are some cool things about it, but yeah, basically. A cooking channel. See if I can show people. All right, this is the thumbnail that's releasing for my next. I've made it my my dashboard. I'll see if I can show you guys close up here. Yeah, that's it there. That's the thumbnail for my Cursed Halo Reach video. Decided to actually elevate the thumbnails on my channel. So I'm hoping, you know, I know I've been editing this video for ages. It's basically like it's a funny moments type video for Cursed Halo Reach. It's probably going to be like 20 minutes or so. That's what it's looking like right now. I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. We'll see. But otherwise, I think there's, yeah. I mean, I appreciate all of you guys, like, hanging out. I always appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everyone who's stuck with me since Infinite's launch. Like, there are so many of you guys that I can see in the chat here who have been with me since the game released, which is insane. Absolutely insane. You know, like, the fact that we are almost at 50,000 subs, that's still mind-blowing to me. So, yeah, I appreciate all of you guys. I really, really do. And we are... we aren't stopping anytime soon, so don't you worry about that. King, thanks for the $5, man. My loss of interest in Infinite has made me go back and enjoy some games I grew up with. TC and War is my current grind if you're into RTS games. I don't mind RTS games, to be honest. But yeah, I do agree, like, playing some previous games or games that you like playing in the past is probably a smart thing to do, especially in that lull we're all experiencing with Halo Infinite. The lull, sorry. Lol. Halo 5's peak. I mean, God, if you compare Halo 5's launch content, not launch content, Halo 5's like post-launch content to Halo Infinite's, man, crazy. I don't even want to talk about it. It's that crazy. Lazy Orc, because Halo be growing well, like YTP again. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Always have to support you. Thanks, Switchboy. Appreciate it. Looks sick. Looks nice, man. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Fallout channel. Could do a shitload more custom games with community content. That is true. And also, I can make that into like funny moment stuff, similar to what this video will be. That's also a good idea. You've been my news for Infinite since it launched. Thanks, man. Helldivers 2. Funnily enough, I have still not played Helldivers 2. I have been thinking about it for a bit of content because it's, you know, I know a lot of Halo players love it, but I have not played it yet. So who knows? Maybe I could record myself playing it for the first time. Zane, honestly, I don't think like this channel, it will always just be Halo. So that will include, you know, other Halo games, modded Halo games. So like, yeah, my next video will be a Cursed Halo Reach video. But in terms of like branching out, so to speak, that will be on my second channel, FootedGhost Plus. Like, I have not uploaded on there for like 4 months though. It's just because I've been trying to think of what to do. I mean, I'll drop it in the chat, like in the chat for you guys, so you can just see what I'm talking about. But I've not done anything on there in a long time because I've just been trying to think about what to do for it. I made a 3,000 word essay on a Pokemon game, and I didn't make the video. I spent like 4 days doing the essay, didn't make the video. Anyway, enough talking about me though. Enough talking about me. I wonder if there's anything else that was said. I mean, if you're brand new to the stream, or if you just hopped in the stream, they have released the Corrosion map into Arena, so they've got the 24/7 playlist on that. So yeah, that's something new today, which is cool. That is cool. We unfortunately did not get a new Sandbox item. Big shame. Big shame. Hey, Lazy. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Helldivers have family 343 listened. Now listen here, you will report to your nearest democracy officer. Yeah, like this sums up everything. So, CU32. If you guys missed out on the stream or have no idea what's coming to Halo Infinite, this basically covers it. This covers it right here. Yeah. Hey, Clutch, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Switchboy, hey, catch you later, bro. Thank you for hanging out. Go get some sleep. I'm going to be heading to sleep very soon. But John, if you try out Helldivers 2, recording your first impressions would be great. No one seems to have a decent reaction to their first drop anyway. I think I might have to do that. I might do that. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. FootedGhost 343 should do a crossover with Godzilla, Godzilla and Kong, the new Empire, and add free armor and weapon cosmetics themed around the crossover. Tyler, that's an interesting idea. See, I don't mind crossovers, to be honest. I'm okay with that stuff. Like, that's pretty cool. I thought we'd get that with Halo Infinite, but unfortunately we didn't. Unfortunately not. Currency, basically a bunch of nothing. Yeah, not what we were hoping for. Some good stuff, I will say that, but not what we were hoping for. Which I think just seems to be the trend. The common trend with Halo Infinite updates. Not what we were hoping for. Yeah. Alright, Halo Infinite is trending. Let's see what they're saying. JDR, sorry, I just went over it. Essentially, just because you've joined late, the customize. So this is what's coming with this update. So we have this thing called the exchange, similar to MCC. It allows you to earn Spartan points for free, and then you can use them to earn items in the exchange. And these can be previous event items or weekly rewards that you might have missed. So that's a good change. Operation Pass, 20 tiers, and some of those tiers are Spartan points, which can be used for that exchange. Sandbox Tuning, they're updating the plasma pistol, bringing back the EMP, which is a great change. Nerfing the sidekick. Some Forge updates, Forge pallets like the Flood Forge pallet, and a few other things as well. But that is the main thing coming. I hope that should suffice, but unfortunately not what we were looking for in terms of sandbox items and stuff like that. Okay, let me just see what they were saying about Halo Infinite. Serasia called it. He called it, yeah. He bloody called it. Man. That is cool though. I'm glad there are things going in there. Yeah. I think that's basically it, guys, because we've got nothing else there's nothing else to cover and talk about. But yeah. I've actually not seen that image of the mutilator. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's coming to the game anymore. At this stage, I don't think we are getting any new weapons or vehicles. I just don't see it happening. Don't see it happening now. Yeah, I mean, look, if they're saving it for the next Halo game, I'm okay with that as well. I'm just hoping, because we all know that Certain Affinity were working on a Halo project like a few years ago, and I believe that project has now been turned into or at least it's been changed into the next Halo. So they're working with 343 to get that done. I do believe that won't be too far away. Maybe 2026 at the latest. I don't think we are going to be waiting more than 2026. I could be wrong. I could be wrong for sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if we got a teaser for the next Halo this year at the June Xbox Game Showcase. Like, it might be like a 30-second teaser, similar to what we got in 2018 for Halo Infinite. And then 2.5 years later, it released, right? So I reckon that could be the case. Who knows? I mean, Disruptor will still have its power. in the fact that it can EMP as well, but I think the plasma pistol should have always had that EMP. Like, we've been wanting that since launch, you know? No, the Falcon in the shop for $200. Falcons in the shop. Oh, I didn't update my Chrome. Hey, thank you, Augustus. I appreciate it. I will do that after this. Dark Vortex, my money's on 2026. Yeah, I think that's just the most logical logical time for the next Halo. But you know what's crazy though, right? We're thinking 2026 as in, you know, that's actually not too far away. And we're also thinking, some people are thinking that it's too soon for next Halo, like the new Halo game. But think about it like this, right? Halo Infinite released in 2021. 2021. And you're telling me that 5 years to make a new Halo game is too short of a time. That's crazy to me. It's crazy. They could hire literally one person to finish the Neolator and the Falcon. Yeah, they need a sandbox designer and they need a sound designer as well, I think. Or a sound lead. Sound system designer or something like that. Yeah, it's going to have a tough market, yeah. But to be fair though, like Halo has always released with those big heavy hitters. So I'm okay with that. As long as it's good, Halo fans will be there. As long as the game is good, Halo fans will arrive and play the game. I think it's similar to the stuff that they mentioned in this stream. I don't think it'll be anything new. I'd love to be surprised though. Alex, you reckon? I'm saying I reckon it'll be a teaser, like a teaser trailer, 30 seconds max. But we're not going to see the next Halo till 2026, like holiday. Man. Like, yeah, and that's still, what, if we're saying 2026 holiday, we're still talking 2.5 years. 2.5 years before we see any new game. At minimum. But that means they can still do a teaser. But also, there'll be some people that will say, what's the point of doing a teaser when the game's that far away, you know? Maybe it would be better doing a teaser trailer or an actual trailer when it's going to drop the following year. I could also see some people say that or argue that. Game dev is like 5 to 7 years now, which is absolutely insane. So goddamn bad. Do you guys remember Halo to Halo 2? 3 years. Halo 2 to Halo 3? 3 years. 2008, we had Halo Wars. 2009, Halo 3 ODST. 2010, Halo Reach. Like, how have we gone so backwards with game development that we can't, you know, get new games every couple of years? I find that insane. I find that so insane. Man. Look, I mean, at this stage, I'm thinking as well, right? Look, I'm willing to give the new leadership a chance with this next Halo game at 343. Like, I'm not going to just say that it's going to be terrible because it's 343. I think the devs there have passion for the game. Like, that's easy to see, but they need to, they need to nail this next one because, God, I don't even want to think about what will happen if they screw the pooch on the next Halo. Damn. Hey, Nathan, how you doing, man? Great to see you, bro. Do we even know for sure there is a game coming out, or is it a rumor? I do believe there is one coming out. I mean, I've heard some stuff from some people in terms of what Certain Affinity have done, and they've merged with 343 for the next Halo. So what was happening now? They had the Tanker game mode, which like everyone was speaking about in like 2022, and then that was scrapped. They did a lot of work for it. I was talking to people that had actually seen that project. It had the Falcon in it. It had like a knife that you could assassinate people with. It was crazy. And it utilized like parts of Zeta Halo, but that was all scrapped, all cut, all gone. And I don't know if they're like moving that into the next Halo game or building the next Halo game off that. But I know that Certain Affinity are like heavily involved in it. But we've got no idea how far along it is. they may have just started development. Apparently they started in 2023. So, I don't know. Yeah. Look, I don't know if we're going to hear anything from 343 about the next Halo until, either a teaser this year or something next year. Teaser or otherwise. Yeah, it's a tough one. I appreciate you being here, Native. That's awesome, man. Goat. I'd argue that while we've gotten better at making games have also gotten bigger. I can't read. I'm so cooked. Games have also gotten bigger, almost to compensate. Yeah, that is true. I think that new Spider-Man game, Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation, cost them like $300 million or something. It was crazy. I don't know. I do think we are going to get a trailer sooner than people think, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if we're going to see the next Halo before 2026. I would love to be wrong, but I think 2026 will be the year. Probably the holiday season. So, yeah. Thanks for answering. No worries, man. Your games are much more difficult. Doesn't help that everyone that made the Blam engine and Slipspace engine doesn't work at 343 anymore. That was also a huge reason as to why the post-game updates were terrible for Infinite. If you compare Halo Infinite's post-launch content to Halo 5's post-launch content, man, such a stark difference. It's crazy. So crazy. At least with Unreal Engine 5, 343 can hire people that have worked on games similar to that because they all run off the same system, and it shouldn't be that hard for them to get into the mindset of getting shit done with Unreal Engine if they've already been working on it, Whereas with Slipspace, if they hired anyone, they'd have to train them in the way of Slipspace and how to use that engine. And by the time they were, 6 months in, they probably had another 12 months on their contract, and then they were out. So, yeah. Halo 3 is peak. I completely agree. I just want Halo Endless next year. Honestly, I have no idea what the title for the next Halo will be, but if I had to guess, it's Halo the Endless or Halo Endless. Adam, they need a good work culture and camaraderie if they're going to make a good game. Bungie were jokesters with each other and knew everyone. Yeah, spot on. If you watch those the vidocs of Bungie when they're making the games, especially Halo 2, even though Halo 2 had a disastrous development cycle, they were still joking and laughing and having a good time with each other. That's kind of what they need to go back to. How big can catch a live stream? Hey, thanks, man. Hopefully the next game is on Unreal 5. I'm 99.99% sure it is. That's all I'll say. I'm basically certain it is. Where's Gears 6? I think there's going to be a trailer for that this year. I've been hearing that through the grapevine. I am hopeful, but I do think it's sad that they cut the big support for Infinite for this new game. I'm hopeful it's worth it, yeah. Especially when Infinite was kind of hitting its stride. Season 5 was really awesome. And yeah, we all got quite excited for the future of the content. Or future of the game, sorry. And then, yeah, cut. Or not so much cut, but the content has just been, severely dwindled to the point where it's only operations and store content and the occasional sandbox update. Alright, Ghost, what's the damage? Just no new sandbox item. That's all I'll say. There are some good updates and good things coming, but nothing that will really, nothing that's going to bring a lot of people back, or nothing that's going to get people excited, so to speak. As Jazzman is saying here, right? The new exchange is cool and all, but their lack of sandbox items is really killing the game. It's kind of sad, yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking too. Icy Bubble, I think the exchange is a major W, and hope this is the progression for Halo 7. I completely agree, Icy. I agree. It is a very, very nice... but I can't even speak. I can't speak. It's a very nice addition. It really is. if we had that at launch, it would be really good. Would have been great. Would have been great. Hopefully Halo 7 has that, or the next Halo. Or at least something similar, you know, there needs to be a way to earn credits or... like, if they're going to bring back a store in the next game, there needs to be a way to earn those goddamn credits. Because that's just a big thing for a lot of people, you know. And we should have had that since... We should have had that since launch. I really want to know how much money 343 has made off the store. Because, like, I feel like all of that has just gone into the next Halo. I just don't feel like it's been reinvested into the Infinite. It Just Works podcast. There's a lot of good, but damn, no substance at all. I'm glad I just reached hero rank because damn, this is rough. Damn. I'm Diamond Lance Corporal, I think, and I'm still so far off. I'm still so far away. I'm going to try push to hero rank soon, but not dreading it, but more so there's nothing that's going to keep me nothing that's going to keep me really interested when I'm playing it or grinding for it. The Master Chief kit is cool though. That is cool. 343 and Epic have already worked together before the Fortnite. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Fortnite and Halo collab. Yeah. They made fat stacks on the Mark V alone. Yeah, I think Sketch said they were in a hole, and that dug them out of the hole, so to speak. So that was crazy. They surely have made a ton of money off that stuff. Tom, you haven't played the game since they cancelled seasons. The motivation is gone. I feel you, man. I feel you. I played Halo Infinite for the first time in 2 weeks last night. And yeah, well, I had fun, but man, I still was looking at the game like there's nothing that's really trying to keep me playing. You know what I mean? Like that's my issue with the game. It's still great gameplay and like, but I played MCC the other day and I had such a fun time just playing Halo 2. Like I don't know, it's strange. The grind is way too long. Not as bad as Halo 5, but it is pretty long. Yeah. Wearing Chief's armor is amazing. Yeah, anyone I see who's rocking that, I'm like, fuck. Respect, because I know how hard and how long that's taken you to get there. Get that armor. If the game was better, the grind would be fine. But I'm fine with the gameplay. I think the gameplay is really solid. Also doesn't help in Australia. Like, it's sometimes really tough to find a game. If I want to play BTB, sometimes I can't. Because of the time and also being in Australia. I've got to play at the peak time in America. Otherwise, I'm not finding any BTB games, which sucks. The new BTB maps are honestly amazing. That's what's been keeping me around. The new ones. Oh, sorry, the Forge maps. Yeah, they're great. They're great. I've had a lot of good fun on them. Inheritor of Halo 7 is in the making. Do you think 343 finally gets the hint and will add playable elites? I'll tell you what, if there are no playable elites in the next Halo, there'll be some riots. Let's say that. There is no way, surely there is no way they don't just include that for the sake of not screwing over the community again. Not everyone rocks elites. I'd say there's a small portion of Halo fans that actually rock elites. But that doesn't even matter. They need to still, they need to, how can I say it? They need to, not pander, but they need to kind of, my brain just ain't working today. It ain't working today. They need to, cater. That's the word I was looking for. They need to still cater to those fans that love playing as elites. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that still like playing as elites. So just, give those players the option to be an elite, and that's it. They're happy. They are happy. Fuck it, I'll rock an elite for a bit. Why not? Just make them happy. Do that. That's all they got to do. The grind was unbearable, but that midway emerald coating alone was worth it. The emerald coating. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Xbox doesn't even really need a new system for 2 years minimum. The Series X dominates the PS5 in hardware performance, probably the reason for a PS5 Pro. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I think that's what they're aiming for as well. The next gen Xbox, I think, is released in 2027, 2028. So maybe they're saving the next Halo for that. Who knows? That wouldn't surprise me. I love Elites. I would main Elites if they bring them back. A Bird with Arms. Yeah, for this game, if they had brought playable brutes, yeah, that would have been better. Or a bit more fitting, for sure. Just have to, sort out how that works in the hitbox. And of course, for ranked would just be, Spartans versus Spartans. Make that simple. But, for casual play and, social experiences, let the people be elites or brutes if they want to be, It's not all just about the Spartans. It's not what people care about. Yo-Yo Gangster. I'll try to find the tweet that kind of covers exactly what's coming in this update. Okay, this is one of them. So we have the exchange, which allows you to earn Spartan points by playing and unlock vaulted and new cosmetics, similar to Halo MCC. Those Spartan points can be acquired through gameplay, challenges, plus free battle pass, Banished Honor 20 tier free battle pass, Flood Forge Pallet, Plasma Pistol EMP's vehicles, so that has received a buff. There's a few other nerfs like Sidekick nerf, Cinder Shot nerf. In terms of the nerf though, it's a bit slower in the rate of fire for the Sidekick. The Cinder Shot has a nerf where it's removed the gravity effect. Quality of life updates, stability, and ongoing network improvements, but no new sandbox item. Just want to say that quickly. Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing. Love it too, man. Hopefully different biomes, important characters, vehicles, weapons will be in the next game. Sergeant Saka. Yeah. Different biomes, that's such a big thing that needs to be in the next game. For sure. Gotta tell that Spartan story. ET, I assume one day Halo 5 will come to Steam. I think Halo Wars 2 is already on Steam. I think. I'm like 99% sure it's already on Steam. I should admit, Phil Spencer wants to put a Steam store on Xbox consoles, which makes me think it's going to change gaming as a whole. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. The Cinder Shot nerf was so unneeded. I agree. It did need to happen. I swear it is ET, unless I'm going crazy. Wars 2 Steam. Bro, am I tripping out? Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Why was I told it was on Steam, bro? What the hell? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, that is weird. You are right. No new game mode, new weapons. I saw your video the other day. Really have not been having fun playing, and this ain't getting me hyped. Yeah, it's kind of how I'm feeling. Like there is some good stuff here, but there's nothing that's going to be like that thing that's going to pull us back into the game. You know what I mean? Nothing with that wow factor. Yeah. Let's go champs. Spawn points sound interesting. It's like MCC where they are easy to get. It seems to be the case so far. It seems like they're relatively easy to get. But I guess we'll find out a bit more as this update, progresses. The only thing I'll say is it's easy to get in the battle pass, but once you get the spawn points in the 23, God, I can't speak, bro. 20 tier battle pass, I don't know how quickly it will be or how hard it will be to earn the spawn points outside of that. So that's what we need to see and find out when we get this update. But hopefully it won't be too hard to earn the Spartan points and like stack them up. Screamer, thanks for $2, man. Got to get ready for work. Catch you all later. Hey, really appreciate you, bro. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll catch you on the next one. Halo Wars 1 is but 2 isn't. Okay. That's really odd. I wonder why they haven't released Halo Wars 2 on there. It just seems like it'd be like a click of a button to put it on Steam. Probably not that easy, but you know. The Falcon would have been great for that. Yeah. Misfortune, the Falcon, the Banished double barrel shotgun, you know, the Mutilator, that would have been perfect for this update. JB Delta, how you doing, mate? Welcome. B2B needs more vehicles that need more people operating them, especially flying. Yeah, literally the Falcon. Like, that is the Falcon. You know, that teamwork aspect, being able to fly another vehicle that's not the Wasp or Banshee, that would be huge. But, yeah. Nothing on that front just yet. Unfortunately. A bird with arms. I'm gonna have to try it out soon. Yeah, I'm just gonna get my cursed Halo Reach video up, and then I might try it. So it shouldn't be too long. If it's 15,000 spawn points per operation plus 1,000 every week, that's not too bad. Just save up for the good stuff. Don't waste on small things. I think straight away I'm gonna go for that needle rifle, that needle through the head. Sorry, that looks funny. I'm going to go for that first. At least it's filler with a purpose. Yeah. Yeah, spot on. Nick, considering I don't have an all-black coating in this game because of how customization works, I'll probably just grind for that and call it a day. Fair enough. Yeah, is there still no all-black coating? I could have sworn they added one recently, but I might be thinking of something else. I know there's still no all-white coating, which is crazy. Like, the only white is a white that you can purchase for like $10. Cooked. The cat cosplay. Yeah, the Guardian. Yeah, it would help. It would help the population so much. It really would. I mean, not a crazy amount. Like, I still think if they added the Falcon Mutilator and even another weapon like the Lacerator, I don't think it would increase the population by a crazy amount. I honestly don't think it would, but it would really help a lot of us that really like playing the game, and keep us invested. You know what I mean? And keep us invested in playing. Invested in the future, just because we know there's some new fun stuff to try out, you know? There's a black one from Campaign, Shadow Soren or something. Right. Cinderin is the one that came with the Mark V. Okay, that is all black, that's true. That is true. I feel you, Howling. Yeah, I feel you, man. I think there was a black coating, but it's not really the black coating that everyone wants. Yeah, that doesn't help. Golden Brawler, I'm just so tired. I'm feeling continuing to play the game since launch. It's just sunk cost fallacy. Not money-wise, we skipped the store, but time-wise. I kept getting stuff for when the game's better. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I feel it. I agree. I resonate with all of what you're saying there. Like, I'm still going to try this update out, and I'm excited for some of the stuff that's coming with it, but man, I was really hoping they'd just finish one of the Sandbox items. Just one of them. Just one, man. Just one. Dude. Cooked. I was not expecting to see the Spartan Killer armor coating. Was that what it was? I'm hoping it's free. I'm hoping that one's free. So Nick, Match Composer isn't here yet, and new weapons, yeah. Match Composer is coming down the line still. They said it again in the stream. I'd say the next big update, but who knows? Who knows with 343? I'd say for Halo Infinite, when we get that, that will kind of be the mark of the, not the end of the game, but at least they'll be winding down any content for the game after that point, I'd say. Like, we won't be seeing operations that often, or if we do, operations will be all we see, if that makes sense. But yeah, at least we can earn content thanks to the spawn points and the exchange. That's a I'm happy about that. Quite happy about that. But yeah, who knows? We'll see. I think I think Halo Infinite has one more year left, so up until the end of this year, and then I assume it will be all focus, all hands on deck on the next Halo, if it isn't already. And it actually might be already that, I think that's the case already. We'll see. Indie Halo, how you doing, mate? Welcome. Hope you've been good. I've been alright. Thanks for asking. Update looks solid. It looks like there are some decent things for sure. I personally wouldn't call it solid, but there are some great stuff in here. But yeah, I just I was hoping to see a sandbox item like the new shotgun, but unfortunately we did not get that. But yeah, there are some good stuff. There are some good things in here. I'm mainly excited. Funnily enough, I'm mainly excited for that plasma pistol EMP. Like all of us got so hyped in the chat when we saw that. It was crazy. Yeah, well, I think we'll have operations until end of the year, probably. End of this year. The math is that you can earn 26,000 points per month. Okay, that's pretty solid. That's cool. Mr. Nate loves you. Hey, Ghost, have you talked about how few Spartan points we're able to earn versus how many are available in the exchange rotation? So let's see here. So they're saying India's saying 26,000 points are available per month. A lot of the items are like 10,000 Spartan points or 6,000 Spartan points. So per month we should be able to get a few of the items, or just continue to stack them up until you see something you like. But yeah, I wish we got more dev maps. Yeah, I've heard there's 2 more in the pipeline still, but not sure if we'll get them. Not too sure. Inheritor, I'm at the point where I hope they have all hands on deck for Halo 7. I want Halo to succeed, not die. Yeah, look, I can't really speak on it too much, but I've heard that they started work, like all hands on deck work on the next Halo, January 2023. So, I mean, maybe it's even been earlier than that. I've also heard that too, but even if that's the case, I'd say the next Halo is well under development, well underway. But yeah, I don't think we'll see it until 2026, 2027 at the latest. If it's the one with certain affinity, then we might see that in 2026, and that's what I'm really hoping for. But yeah, as I said earlier in the stream, 2026 holiday. So like, yeah, December 2026. Hey, yeah, look, guys, I really appreciate all of you hanging out, talking with me here, keeping me sane. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are absolute legends. Keep a watch out for the Cursed Halo Reach video. I'll be posting soon. I'm so excited to release it. I've been working on it like crazy for the past 2 weeks. Might be my best video or most worked on video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see. I'm still going to keep the Halo Infinite content going, but I am going to start, dabbling in more mod content and like funny moments videos that I personally will enjoy making more than what I do right now. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream there, guys. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm going to get some sleep before I got to get up in a few hours. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys hanging out here and joining me on the stream. Nick, first teaser, I think it'll be either this year or 2025 for the first teaser. I'm hoping this year though. I'm like crossing my fingers the first teaser will be this year. Even if it's something similar to Halo Infinite's teaser that we had in 2018. We'll see, Artsy Kid. I hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case. Yeah. Sergeant Sacker, thanks, bro. See you on the battlefield. Full of dust. Have a good rest. Thank you, man. But yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Once again, if you haven't seen I'm trying to show you because I'm just so excited for this video to release. That's the thumbnail for the Coast Halo Reach video. I'm really hoping you're gonna enjoy it. It's cooked. It's the goal is to make like, you know, it's 20 minutes long or a bit longer than that. Hopefully it's gonna be like full of laughter for you guys. It's cooked to the point of I can't really say I can't say too much about it. It's just cooked. The video's cooked. So I'm hoping you enjoy it. We'll see. Nick, no idea. I assume it's gonna be mainline, but if it's a spin-off, I'm more than happy with that too. Brandon, what players do you usually play? BTB, Quick Play, Husky Raid, and Super Fiesta. Yeah, that's what I play most often. Anyway, I'll head out. Indy, thanks for saying that. Appreciate it. See ya, JV Delta. Catch you next time. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you on the next video or stream.